Here he is, Marty.
Maxie.
Thanks for having me. Welcome back.
Welcome back to you. Last time we saw you, you were just about to head off to Adelaide, I think.
City of actually, sorry, we can't call it Adelaide, yeah. They don't like City of Churches, do they?
No.
And they don't like Radelaide.
Radelaide's fun. They should keep Radelaide.
Why do they like Radelaide?
And
I don't know.
when they say that, more people are just going to call them Radelaide.
The South Australian Tourist Commission came out and said, please, for Gather Round Media, don't call it Radelaide or the City of Churches.
What do they want?
Oh.
Adelaide.
Adelaide.
Boring.
Radelaide, I reckon, would have got a bit of momentum when the V8s and the F1s used to be there.
Oh, yeah, that would make sense.
Because the V8s stayed there for years.
Long time.
After the F1s.
Are they still there?
I think they are. Yeah.
Clipsal?
The Clipsal, it's a great event. It's got that massive right-hand turn that they end up doing about 250 on.
Yeah. I had a lunch the day after our last game with the Premier. He's an impressive guy. Yeah, and he was talking about the Clipsal and the Tour Down Under and all the events they have. They go for the cheaper events and just nail it.
Good city.
Yeah.
I saw him do the handball competition on the Footy show.
Was he impressive in
He
that?
was very good.
Yeah, right.
I'd vote for him on the strength of that alone. Who cares what their politics are?
Yeah.
None of it's partisan.
No.
And, it's all in the centre now. There's no characters except for Bob Caddy, your mate.
Yeah, my mate.
Another Queenslander. Another dead shit.
Bye week for you, Maxie.
Yeah, it's bye week. We played early on Thursday as well, so we've had a longer sort of bye. We had the whole weekend off.
Yeah, nice.
But then I'm boring a few, but then we played the first game of the next week. So we played Richmond on a Wednesday night, Anzac Eve.
Yeah.
Oh, right. So that's Wednesday next week.
Yes. So it's a bit of a squeeze.
So you just got done. Well, not just got done by Brisbane. How was that one, Max?
The scoreline sort of flatters us a little bit. We were coming late. Maybe an extra five minutes might have been interesting, but the first three quarters were a Brisbane masterclass, to be honest.
Other than you, I thought you were the head and shoulders best player on the ground for.
You're having
that
a
first
massive
quarter.
year, Max.
I like to think I'm in a tiny bit of form. I had a good little Adelaide trip.
It's all Australian form.
There's a few rucks going well at the moment.
Humble.
My friend out in Fremantle, Luke Jackson, started the year house on fire. Roll Marshall from Saints.
How many rucks do they pick for the All Australian team?
I've been involved in teams that have one, and some teams have had two.
You got to have two.
Yeah, but then there's sometimes a Blitzarves that can.
Yeah.
He made it 1 year in 22, where he was sort of that ruck cover. I mean, it's round 6, so I'm not really looking at it now.
When do they pick it?
Round 7. Yeah. So if you have enough form by round 7, no, I think they meet 3 times a year, four times a year.
Yeah.
Oh, it's an ongoing discussion, is it?
To make sure if they just meet once, they might forget about the early stuff. If that
Or
makes
they
sense.
could take notes and stop being so self-indulgent.
They could do that.
Private meetings.
Sounds like a lunch to me.
But as I stress, I'm not thinking about that
No.
at this
But
point.
you are watching other games and purely focusing on ruck work. You're keeping an eye on other ruckmen because you recognise that Marshall and Jackson are playing well.
I watch a lot of rucks. That's a bit of my position as well, just to see what I don't like really watching too much vision during the week. I actually just try and watch the game live. So Richmond, I actually watched Nankervis v Bailey Williams yesterday, and I've taken some notes for Nankervis to make sure that I don't have to watch it for the 10 days leading in.
True.
It's a better way of doing it.
What are the notes? I mean, you don't need to divulge anything, but is it 3 or 4 bullet points? Is it he likes to do this?
Yeah, I won't go into. Was it Riley O'Brien that got caught with the notes on Nick Nat?
Yeah. You saw when he accidentally tweeted a notes screenshot that said something to the effect of
said he was unfit,
lazy,
Yeah,
doesn't
lazy.
run. Yeah.
Oh, slow down.
He tweeted it. He says his phone broke.
Oh, yeah.
His phone broke and started sending out tweets. That can happen.
No, Nank's an aggressive player. I've played him about 10 to 15 times. I've played him a
So
lot.
you're well versed with his game.
Very aggressive. Centre bounce, he can come off as a... this is, again, I'm going down a rabbit hole that a lot of listeners probably won't love, but can come as a left and a right
Well,
hand
let
as a
him go and
ruckman.
listen to Fief. You know what I'm saying? If they really don't love it, Fev's over there.
Left and right hand.
Yeah, he plays sort of as both a left and right hander, which is quite a curveball for rucks.
Max Gawn with us this morning.
Good
Marty.
morning, Max.
Morning.
So you're heading into a bye,
Heading into a bye.
but then you've got the Wednesday night game pre-Anzac
Yes.
Day next week,
So we've got like a smaller bye than what normal.
which is okay, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
says me, who's not having to
But then we
bash blokes for a living.
we sort of have a longer break after that because we're a Wednesday game.
So Wednesday through to...
Don't know. I think maybe a Saturday.
Oh, that'd be good. That'd
So
be a good break.
Richmond will have a much shorter break than you because, of course, you were Thursday and they played yesterday.
Yep.
Do you think that has any impact?
Well,
Extra-
I mean, we're talking 13 days v 10 days.
Yeah.
It's still both big breaks. We do have a Saturday night. That's good for me.
That is. You go Wednesday to the Saturday.
Wednesday.
That's
or Saturday
great.
against the Cats.
Let's have a look at the round that was. We had you going down on the
On the Thursday.
Thursday night. Then
Yep.
we had the Bulldogs Bombers, and the Bombers got up, and the Sharks are circling around Luke Beveridge. That's what I've heard.
That was very close at 3/4 time. I did watch this game. The Libba stuff at the end was quite concerning. I've seen stuff like that before, and it's never ended well. Lockie Hunter was telling me that every week so far this year, the sub has been an All-Australian.
I was
for
just
Western
about to
Bulldogs.
say that, Max.
Yeah.
And people aren't really understanding why that's happening. The suggestion is he got a couple of blokes to the club on the pretext that he'd give them games, and now he's given them games, and it's at the expense of other blokes.
I feel like no one is protected. No one's spot is protected. I kind of like that messaging from a coach. I've just never really seen it before.
No. But also, if you do bring blokes in from other clubs telling them that they're going to play football with your club, you know, you're indebted to them.
Well, Harmsy's not playing. I think he got told that he was probably going to get a go. To be fair, he played round 1 and got suspended, but I don't know what's happening over there. Although they were playing really good football up until 3/4 time, so they did have a fair bit going right there until the last quarter.
GWS versus St Kilda. This was a tight one.
Didn't get to see it, but they have seen the highlights. That last centre bounce, no matter what team you are, you could have the best. I could have Michael Voss, Simon Black, and Lappin. If you need to save the game, you just don't win that centre bounce.
Yeah.
Saints were always going to win that last centre bounce. It just, no matter what you do, the momentum's against. You're trying to save it, so your mindset's a little bit different. You just lose that centre bounce every time. But
Does your setup sort of change in that scenario if you were trying to, like, purely from a centre bounce perspective, if you were trying to kick the winning goal?
Yeah.
Does anything change structurally?
Yeah, you got a bit going on around the square as well. Your halfbacks and your wingers are doing some fun stuff.
Yeah.
You almost go to your stock, like what you think will win the centre bounce the best way, like the best hit. But then teams know that, so it's like
Double bluff.
sometimes. Yeah,
Maybe that's when you need me
yeah.
off the bench.
What would you do for us in there?
Waddle into the centre
Yeah.
and shout at blokes.
Okay.
Get your head over it, you clown.
Attitude and energy, Marty.
Stuff like that.
That could work.
St Kilda were terrible early on in that game. Separate conversation. Carlton, Adelaide get over the line by 2 points.
It was fun to watch.
That was
I didn't see much of that one. 14-14 plays 16-4. They were accurate.
Rochelle went early and shushed the crowd when they were still down, but it came back and worked out well for him. Who kicked the goal? Rankin? Was it Rankin?
Barry kicked the winner.
Oh, Barry.
The
Rankin had a
sub.
set shot and missed.
Yeah. But the margin never got beyond about 3 goals.
No,
the
it was
whole
a good
day.
game. It was a good game the whole way.
Tex Walker on fire by all
Good to
reports.
see him back in
I
form.
think because when you have the conversation about best kicks, you go to midfielders and halfbacks a lot. I reckon he's the best kick in the comp, right and left foot.
Nice.
Who's that?
Tex Walker.
Oh, Jesus, I didn't expect that.
Yeah, right and left foot. I reckon he's the best kick in the comp. We just always go to halfbacks because they tend to do a lot more kicking.
Yeah.
Particularly at North.
Yes.
There's a lot of kicking. Sore legs.
But Tex's ability, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
You
Like-
happy, Loz, with Carlton?
Are you happy with North?
Oh.
All I did, Max, was try and include a lady in what had become a men's conversation.
Do you know what?
That's all I did. But this is why it's pointless trying to get the ladies involved.
I am happy with that.
Okay, that's
Because-
all you had to say.
But also, I was at Chicago. I didn't see any of it.
See? Fair weather supporter, mate.
Twilight production.
Well, no, we missed the end. It was
Okay.
like it started.
Yeah.
It was- yeah.
No.
I can't watch us. I'm a bad fan.
Yep.
I'm a really bad fan.
And you're an angry woman. Port Adelaide versus Freo.
They are a hard watch.
It's
The
too
last 10 weeks have
stressful.
been.
Cardiac Carlton.
Yeah.
Cardiac.
Carlton.
Is that yours?
No. I pinched it.
It's not purples, is it? Don't pinch stuff off purple.
He wouldn't mind.
Port Adelaide Freo 66 plays 63. Port get over the line there.
Yeah, good game. That was unfortunately not the Channel 7. It was hard to sort of watch both. I was in between KO and trying to get on. Anyway.
Semantics.
No, it was good. Horne, I would have struggled. I would have struggled from that spot.
Yeah.
5 metres out and he had to snap. I probably belly that snap.
The only other interesting one is West Coast beating Richmond, Gold Coast thumped Hawthorn, Geelong absolutely pounded North. Just unwatchable. Don't know what's happening. Emotional about it, obviously. Just
allowed to be emotional about it.
10-4-64 plays 21-13, 139.
That's the interesting one. Is that what you?
No, that's just one I wanted to remind myself of how bad we're going. West Coast got over Richmond, a
did.
heavily depleted Richmond.
And to be fair, it looked dire early. Richmond were on.
Yeah.
Shai Bolton looked like he's going to kick 10. And then it went the other way. Waterman kicked 6. Elliot Yeo was good. Reid, I like Reid.
Yeah, isn't he a star?
Yeah. And I like the circus around it as well.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, I like the whole kissing the jumper and stuff. You got to be careful doing that because you never know where life takes you.
Oh, well, the one club footballers,
Yeah,
Max.
I'm passionate saying I'm a one club player, but you never like in 2 years that we could get another ruck and they want me out and then
Well,
I'm
and
not
you
a
go
one
up
club
to the
player.
Gold Coast and you do a bit of cocktails and dreams and take the kids up there and sit on the beach for 24 months.
I'm aware Tassie's not far off.
Max Gawn to the Devils? Question mark.
Wow.
Max
At
Gawn
37. It'd be a good look. wouldn't
It'd
it?
be a good story.
That's
a
It should be
headline.
the Kelly Slater of Tasmania and play into your 50s.
Just keep going. Just keep going.
Because you can get a game down there.
Pulling the jumper, you're kissing the mat.
Kissing the jumper, and kissing your new hip.
Imagine if I kissed the Tassie jumper after kick me first. Anyway,
Oh my god.
I just had a funny thought.
Go on.
Appropriate.
What was that?
This is the
Okay.
Mappa thing I was gonna do. We all love kissing the old Mappa
Don't we?
I did it anyway, Max. Good to see you, mate. Enjoy the extended break. Well,
you.
we'll see you anyway, hopefully, or if you need to have a break, whatever.
Actually, I drove in from the coast this morning. I'm down in Blackgowrie.
oh, yeah?
nice.
Yeah.
How was the drive?
I've never listened 6 till 7. That's
Really?
But it's a
Good
free
hour, isn't it?
Did you enjoy it?
Three-way.
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 No, not threesome. That's something else entirely.
Yeah,
This
that's,
is a
that's
three-way.
more an
Yes.
office works thing that you've got going on there.
Yep. And 6 from 6. Didn't
It's
mind
six
that.
top six.
Top six.
That's
Yeah.
six.
Yeah.
You like that one, Max?
Yeah.
Yeah. And on this day.
I might listen tomorrow.
You should tune in
Yeah.
more regularly.
It's
I mean,
nice
it is
at
your
6
show too. See you, mate.